We're going to start the week off at the American Heart Association. Find out what it's all about. Coming up next on Carolina People. Good morning. Welcome to Carolina People. This morning we're at the new offices of the Waccamaw Division of the American Heart Association here on 44th Avenue North in Myrtle Beach. We're focused on the Stark Waccamaw Area Heart Walk, and we're visiting with the Director of Corporate Relations, Ryan Hannan, here with the American Heart Association. Good morning, Ryan.
Thank you very much for having me. Thank you very, very much.
Sweet setup here, and these some great things behind us, in front of us here, and of course your amazing offices on the second floor here.
It is. Thank you very much. We're real excited to be here. It's a new office for us, or newer office for us, and
right.
It's just, we couldn't be happier.
I think you joined recently, and of course, so you probably hadn't seen the older offices there on Highway 501 and Old Gum Plaza year after year. A lot of dollars raised in those offices.
Some fantastic things were done over there. I haven't been there myself, but I've heard the stories.
Right.
And again, I think we're just happier to be where we are now.
Oh yeah, these offices are beautiful. Do you encourage folks to come by, volunteers to come on by and check out the offices?
Well, if they like, sure, absolutely. The big thing with us is, I love to get out there in the community and meet the folks myself. So I like to see them, in their environments, what they do, and shake their hands. So
sure.
That's a certain plus of the job.
Absolutely. For viewers who may need to get off to work now or get family off to school, is there a good phone number, even a website to visit to learn more about the walk and the entire Start to Waccamaw area?
Absolutely. We have a great website set up just specifically for this year's walk.
Great.
That's www.start, S-T-A-R-T,
right.
myrtlebeachsc.org.
Okay.
And certainly folks can get on there, and it talks about our sponsors and the campaign and our goal, and just it has all the information. It's a great, great website.
Mm-hmm.
And our phone number here is 282-2931.
Okay.
And certainly anybody that has any questions or any comments on that, can absolutely give myself a call, and I'd love to speak with them about it.
And that's a direct line for the Heart Walk, and it has a little info about the event on the line, on the number.
It does.
That's wonderful. It's a big event. Of course, later this week, we've got your chairperson, Glenda Page, will be with us on Friday here in y'all's offices, and a spectacular week all week long. Officer Brenda Christie will be with us tomorrow, highlighting the Police Unity Tour and its local presence here this Friday, and of course Irvin Blueprint Parker and Bill Cole from SCORE. So a big week. We're just thrilled that you opened the doors.
We're excited. We're excited to have you all.
Y'all had a heart ball recently, and a very well attended, and a lot of dollars raised recently at the Myrtle Beach Sheridan Resort there. We
did. We're real happy with that. That was my first heart ball to attend,
right. And
my eyes were just popping out of my head. It was just such a neat evening, and a lot of great folks came together and did a lot of good. We raised $296,000 that night to fight cardiovascular disease.
300 grand almost.
It is. It's an impressive number. We're real happy with that.
Yeah, that is. What prompted you to join the American Heart Association, Ryan?
Well, a couple different things. I got to a stage in my life where, it was important to me to make a bigger impact, to make a positive impact on the community and things that were around me.
Sure. And
the Heart Association has kind of held a dear meaning to me. When I was younger, my much younger years, I worked at a camp in the Adirondacks. It was a Boy Scout camp. And one night early morning, the tent opened up and there were some scouts from the campsite down below. And their father was having a heart attack. And he was one of the individuals that actually started this camp. So he was kind of a father figure to us all.
Right.
We got down there and it was just a tough situation. So we performed chest compressions and CPR. But we were a half hour into the woods. It took at least a half hour for emergency vehicles to get to us. Unfortunately, we were not able to help to resuscitate him. And just to sit there and to watch his family, and it was just a very powerful moment, and it certainly made a big impact on me.
Boy, I bet it did, both at an early age and now even yourself as a father, to think about your children and the impact you can have on them.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
Fighting heart disease and stroke, and I think you all have a tremendous goal there on reducing cardiovascular disease. Is it by 2010?
It is 2010. We're looking to reduce cardiovascular disease and stroke by 25%.
Boy, that's aggressive.
It is. But I'm real proud to announce that as of our last year's statistics, we're showing that we'd reduced cardiovascular disease by 25.7%,
right,
and stroke by 23.9. And now we're not out of the woods. Right. We're still dealing with childhood obesity and those type of things. But
sure.
We're real proud of the numbers we've achieved so far.
That's tremendous, Ryan. Golly, a lot's happened since you joined. Of course, you said a very successful heart ball. Mm-hmm. And to think the Start Waccamaw area has kicked off. And this is it more than just the Heart Walk now?
It's the Start Heart Walk. It's
right.
a national campaign that we've kind of put together to make it more of an annual thing.
Right.
We were real happy with the folks coming out, the once a year doing the Heart Walk and raising a lot of money and working on their own health. We kind of saw it as a springboard to get folks to take it year round, start walking.
Right.
30 minutes, 5 days a week. It had a tremendous impact on your life. Mm-hmm. And it was just a great avenue for us to get it out there.
Oh yeah, as you say, to kick it off. And of course, later this week with Glenda Page here in her position there at HCC, I think they were recognized as a fit-friendly company. One of the first, if not the only one, in Horry and Georgetown County.
That's a great point. We're so excited and so impressed with HTC and what they've done. They are, in fact, the only fit-friendly company in Horry and Georgetown County.
That's amazing.
And the steps that they've done in the wellness program they've implemented is just phenomenal. It really is.
It is. Share with viewers real quick about the event itself, the big celebration event. It'll be held when, Ryan?
The event is going to be October 18th this year.
Okay.
We're real happy about that. It's not cold but not hot. Great walking weather.
Right.
It's going to be at Market Common.
Oh, good.
And we are very excited to announce that. Very, very excited to announce that. We're looking forward to that. McCaffrey Interests has gotten involved with us.
Right.
And so we're going to be
One
out
of your
there.
sponsors on a multi-year deal, which
yes,
is
sir.
tremendous.
Absolutely,
yeah.
absolutely. They're great folks, and
right.
we're looking forward to working with them. Absolutely.
You'll be out there kicking off. Is it at Valor Park?
Valor Park. Valor Park. A lot of folks, you pull into Market Common, there's a park right next to it that has the 3 flagpoles,
right.
and that's Valor Park, and that's, I believe, where we're going to be setting up a lot of the activities and the events and that type of thing.
Sure. The event itself will be right there at Valor Park. It'll be all throughout the Market Common.
It is. It's going to be about a 3-mile walk, non-competitive. We like folks to come down, enjoy the day, and do it at their own pace. And we'll be doing through Valor Park and Market Common and just that pretty area.
Absolutely. It is beautiful out there. And the McCaffrey Interests, of course, one of many sponsors. Who are some of the other sponsors you've already gotten on board? I know we're 5.5 months, almost 6 months from the event, so there'll be a lot more folks ramping up. I'm sure one of the things you'll be working on is getting even more folks as well as all the teams. We want to talk about that. But 5.5 months out, who are some of the other sponsors that are involved in this year's Start Waccamaw Area Heart Walk?
We're real excited. We've got some folks that early on said, this is important. This is a great way to get out in the community. We want to be a part of it. The Melting Pot, just within the last week, has signed on with us.
Right.
And we're real excited about it. I think that we're going to work something out where they're going to have some big chocolate fountains out there.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Dark chocolate, so it's heart healthy, and some fruits and that kind of thing.
Sean and Keith and Ginger, the whole crew there.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we're real excited about that. Smith, Sapp, Bookhout, Crumpler, and Callahan.
Good for you. Yeah.
They've been kind enough to get involved with us as well. We're real excited.
Right.
HTC.
Oh, yeah.
Time Warner Cable.
Right.
Barefoot Landing.
Right. The Jackson Companies,
Jackson
I think I saw, which is tremendous to get them involved. And that's another, even though they may not be recognized as a fit-friendly company yet, sure they're working towards that because they've got a lot of initiatives. I saw Lance Thompson and his family out at the March for Babies this past Saturday out at Coastal Carolina University for the March of Dimes. And of course to see a lot of these same companies that you've gotten involved already 5.5, 6 months out for the big event on October 18th. We're out this weekend. So they're either focused on babies or they're focused on folks throughout their lives in fighting heart and cardiovascular disease. Any other big sponsors that stick out in your mind? I think you've highlighted them. You said Barefoot Landing, McCaffrey Interests, of course the Jackson Companies, HCC, Time Warner, and the Melting Pot.
The Melting Pot, we're excited.
It's very exciting.
Absolutely. We have we're in discussions right now with some other organizations that are really interested in getting involved with the walk. and as soon as they come out, we'll be boasting and bragging all about them.
Right. Sending press releases out and otherwise.
Yes,
well, it
sir.
is amazing. It takes both sponsors, and I think a good portion of your goal is oftentimes achieved by sponsorship levels, but the big deal is what?
The walkers.
Right.
The walkers. The walkers make the biggest impact by far. And we do that. Organizations have walk teams. Churches have walk teams. Communities have walk teams. It's not uncommon to have families where a father or mother has had cardiovascular disease or a stroke, and they say this is something we want to do, and just have a family out there walking.
Right.
70% of our goal comes from walker money.
Is that right?
Absolutely.
7-0. Wow. Well, folks do need to pick up the phone then and dial 282-2931 or
Yes,
go
sir.
to startmyrtlebeachsc. Is that .org?
.org, it is.
.org.
It is.
Startmyrtlebeachsc.org. And there's great information there. What do they find if they visit the website for the first time? What are they going to find on there? I know you said the sponsors. Will they find some info on how to start a team, or, of course, some of the explanation? We'll talk a little more about some of the stuff we have spread out here on the table.
Yeah, that's a great question. I'm real happy with the website that's up and going. You can get on there and you can do as much or as little as you like. You can get on there right away and you can join an existing team.
Right.
So if there's an organization that's already out there walking, you want to join them, you can do that.
Right.
You can join as an individual. You can start your own team. You can send out, we have email campaigns that you can actually do right through the website. You can set up your own website through there.
Right.
I mean, it's just this huge, powerful tool. And aside from that, just event information and participation and all that good stuff.
Good. But of course, if folks don't have internet access, they need to pick up the phone and dial 282-2931.
Absolutely, and we certainly could. I'll be glad to meet with them, or we can mail out some information. Whatever it is that they need, we'll make sure we get them the tools that they're looking for.
Well, we will definitely have out on the table all week long some of the stuff that's here, but let's talk about a few of the items here. What's this first item? Is this something folks will have a chance, walkers will have a chance to sell some of the items out here?
That's a good question. These fundraisers, they need the tools to succeed. And these are some of the tools here. We have these little bands, cause bands, and we have the two different colors. The red typically is for a survivor or for someone to do a tribute to.
Right.
The green is for a cause. What will happen is teams will call me up, and I'll come and bring them these bands right here. Then they can go and sell them to help them raise funds.
That's tremendous. So, folks, and y'all have a lot of meetings over the next 5.5 months to help not only to recognize many of the team captains, but also many of the walkers as well.
Absolutely. Again, we're a volunteer-based organization. We couldn't get anything done without them. And so we're so happy to have them. We like to recognize them, work with them, and give them whatever they need to succeed.
I've seen these hearts oftentimes in area banks, Ryan. These are very popular, hanging up, but businesses all over the area. I can't quite read that with that held up there, but that is something that you see everywhere.
You do, and we're real proud of that. There's a lot of organizations that take that and get involved. It's a great way for organizations to get involved.
Right.
And then for their clients or customers that come in, they can then say, well, this is something that's important to me, and I want to be part of it. And typically, they sell for about $1,000 would be in great shape.
$1,000. You want that? Yeah, that makes your goal a lot easier.
They make it a lot easier. They sell for about $1 a piece.
Good. But folks can pay anything. If someone had a whim, they wanted to do it for $1,000 or $100 or $10, you're happy to take the dollars because research will be impacted in a much greater fashion.